everyone, this is Natasha. Now I have another video of what to do with all that washi. Someone needs to do a little intro for me, musical intro. So, full disclosure, I actually did a video yesterday. I recorded it. If anyone's interested, I could post it maybe as a blooper. But I could show you. This was my original idea. But then I thought, oh, I'm not good with freehand. Well, no, it's not that I'm not good at it. It just kind of drives me slightly bonkers. So I thought there's got to be an easier way to make these little trees. So I've come up with an idea. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your washi, and I'm using these three particular for this tree. It's the wood grain one, the plaid, and then how about the ornaments go in the correct direction in the ornaments. But you could easily just do this one, or you could do just the ornament. It's your design. However, there's an easy way to do this. See my trees kind of cockeyed on one side and straight on the other? That's because there's a trick. The other thing you're going to need, if you're going to be mass producing these, or even if you do one, it's kind of much easier this way, is a kitchen skewer. So all I've done is taken a kitchen skewer and lined it up, so I know that this is 5.5 inches, and taken my sharp scissors, snipped it off, and then a piece of acetate from packaging. I've kind of basically marked with a Sharpie exactly the width of the tree, and I've placed it over. See, it fits nicely on the card. What you don't see is the skewers on underneath. What that does is it doesn't stick the tape completely to the acetate, and it makes it easy for me to lift it off, to transfer it to the, let's see, this one kind of lifted off the stem. That's okay, because that's one of the least things, to transfer it to the card. So I had originally left this side kind of jagged, you know, willy-nilly like this side, and then I realized it was kind of driving me just a tiny little bit bonkers. So I've trimmed it, and the easiest thing to do is to take the long shears. It's one cut, cuts really smoothly. You can also use decorative scissors if you have some, but I have gotten rid of all of mine, so that's why I decided to use the excuse me, the Tim Holtz one. So I'm just going to peel this off. It's only really stuck on a couple of small places. Okay, I'll get the trunk in a second. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to trim off this side. So I'm just going to flip it over this way and eyeball it. Of course, I'm eyeballing it from behind the lens. Like that. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty even. So it looks a little rustic. That's okay. And now what I'm going to do is layer it on the card. Try to keep it in the center, and I'm going to leave a little space at the top because I have a little star to go on there. And now I'm just going to adhere this side and then pull the skewer off. Like that. How easy was that? So now I can put this on. I'm actually going to make the trunk just a little smaller. I'm going to overlap these just a little more. You can use just one piece. Again, I'm doing this from behind the camera. It'll be easier for you to, there you go. I think I'm going to cut this piece off. Again, non-stick shears, nothing sticks to them, so much easier to use. So I'm gonna just do that. There you go. You know what? Just layer it again so it looks like a thick piece of wood. So there's my little tree. What happened to my little star though? I know I just had it here somewhere a second ago. Uh-oh. My star has disappeared, but I had a little Epiphany Crafts Oh my gosh, what did I do to it? Well, it's totally jumped off my desk. But so there's a quick idea. So a piece of acetate to give you kind of a shape of what you want, and then all I did is place the skewer on and then start layering the pieces of tape. And then since you can lift the whole thing up, you can either use decorative scissors or the straight edge that I did. If I had only used the plaid tape, I probably would have added some of these tiny little plastic rhinestones, which is actually, I think it's nail art, and it's also from Dollar Tree, and it came in a pack of 4. This pack had fuchsia, red, purple, and green, but you could totally use the red and green. I think this is busy enough that I don't really need to add anything else. It's going to drive me nuts until I find the little star. Let me see if I can find the star. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I found the star. If it had teeth, it would have bitten me on the tushy. So there you go. And you could certainly taper it as much as you want. I kind of like this rusticy tree. Easy to reproduce. You could sit around watching TV and making these. You can have your kids make it. Not really dangerous. The only thing that I would say is, because this was a large kitchen skewer and I cut it, I used a nail file to blunt the end of it so it's not super sharp. It's even a shiny, glittery one, also from Dollar Tree. So it's not sharp and it's not catching anything, and you're not getting splinters. So that's just another little tip and trick. So yeah, I like this one much better than this one. But you know, sometimes work in progress, I absolutely knew what I had in mind, and you know, this is a little more, see, I even drew a little pencil line, so I was going to cut it, but because I was using craft paper, the adhesive on the back of the washi worked really nicely with this textural paper, so trying to peel it up, it was pulling up just ever so slightly. I suppose I could still rescue this card. Yeah, I suppose I could. It's not too bad. I could still do that. But that was starting to look a little more like a topiary, but I really wanted a kind of a rustic Christmas tree. And you could certainly apply the same technique to any other shapes. Like, I was thinking I could use one of these blue washies for a Star of David for Hanukkah, or a menorah. I have some stripe tape that looks like it would be, it could be like candles. Let me see if I can grab that. Put some nearby like this, and then just use little rhinestones at the top for like a menorah. So there's lots of options. So there's another idea for today for what to do with all that washi. As always, don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And there's an entire playlist of what to do with all your washi, which there'll be a link to below. And don't forget to share this with your friends on social media, because the more the merrier. And if you find something useful in my video, don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. Did I already say that? If I did, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a brain fart. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.